Ecuadorians include elect to peace unrestricted president regulation, a go that should halt left former leader Rafael Correa of back to force. A fast calculate offered 64% of voters backed a constitution changing that will hinder presidents of keeping office space for more than rather than two regulation. The issue was one of 7 creature put to voters in a plebiscite. It was named by present CEO Lenin Moreno, one day Mr. Correa's vice but now his faithful enemy. The questions as well involve a suggestion to bar officials condemned of corrupt practices of policy. Mr. Correa break really openly of Mr. Moreno, who took office space in May 2017 following winner and poll as the applicant of Mr. Correa's Alianza País, Nation Association, side. The plebiscite was Mr. Moreno's way to range oneself of his forerunner and unite his policy trial, told Ecuadorian news story, and Analyze Gateway GK voters as well gave wide supporting to measures to range the mountain of mineral deposits in ecologically secured areas and to end the status of limitations for sex crimes versus minor children. Several of the measures will need adoption by convention. Mr. Moreno, 64, was incapable in a 1998 gunman looting and is now the just-serving chief of country with a invalid carriage. He was Mr. Correa's defect president among 2007 and 2013. Yes, and a deep private Mr. Moreno wants a crucial voice to mark an end to the Correa era countryman coup and shut the doorway to Mr. Correa's candidate in the 2021 poll. Corrupt practices sets in while you include just one by the government how thinks it will remain on ever, he told on the campaigning path the 1 week, on to Reuters news story agent. But Mr. Correa has named his ex-friend a betrayer and told he was hard to kill all how has to do in Correa, the agent accountable. Mr. Correa, who in January 2018 refundable of Belgian wherever he had been residing to edge the nut campaigning, has named the plebiscite a coup d'état. He accuses same law of needing to devise a criminality versus me to turn off me, told AFP news story agent, relating to a plebiscite action to bar such condemned of corrupt practices of policy. Jorge Glass, defect president to both of Mr. Correa and Mr. Moreno, was condemned to 6 years in prison in December 2017 for his participation in an instance of bribes paid by Brazilian company Odebrecht. Mr. Correa has not oneself been condemned of any corrupt practices. He has willingly coordinated to witness in trial on Monday as prosecutorial explore concoction of irregularities in oil turnover to China and Thailand for his period in office space.